So we're here at Crewe Swansway in their fleet centre, and we are just going to be handing over the photographic booth over here that they're going to be using for photographing their vehicles. So first of all, I'm going to take you through taking a car and putting the car into the photographic booth. So it's important to centre the car on the turntable, and once we've done that, we're then going to quickly run through how to use the software and basically a little view of the end result. So when we're driving the car into the booth, we are going to line up the centre of the car with the seam on the back wall. Now these seams don't actually show up on the pictures, thankfully, but yeah, we're just going to line up the centre of the vehicle with the seam, and then in terms of eyeballing the vehicle front to rear, we're just going to try and get as central as we can. So we're now going to take the UKT360, the internal 360 camera, and we're going to turn it on using the top button on the side there, and we're going to place that with a nice view of the inside of the car. So some cars like this one will have a nice armrest here that we can sit that tripod on. If not, the flexible legs can be used to grip it onto the shoulder of the driver's seat there. So as long as the camera has a good visual of the interior of the car, that's all we're concerned about. So now that the doors of the vehicle are closed and the 360 camera is inside the vehicle, we're going to take the blind remote control and send the blind down. That will automatically stop when it reaches the bottom, and that will then fully enclose the vehicle in the photographic booth. Once we've successfully enclosed the vehicle, we can now click to start the process. So at this point, you'd need to type in either the registration, the VIN number, anything that you use to identify that vehicle so you can find it at a later date. I am going to just call this S-Line White, as it's just a test sequence. So now it will ask us to make sure the 360 camera is inside the vehicle, it's in position, it's powered on, and we can then click next, and it will wirelessly connect to the camera inside the car and take that internal 360. So down here at the bottom of the screen, we have a status bar letting us know where the sequence is up to, what's going on, and if there's anything we need to do. So at the moment, it's sequence in progress, so we just have to wait and be patient. And now it's moving on, and we'll start videoing the external of the vehicle. So it'll take 2 rotations of the vehicle, one with the doors closed and one with the doors open. So obviously it's going to prompt us when we need to open the doors, and when we do open the doors, we're going to take our handheld camera. In this instance was the Canon 800D, and we're going to take that inside the booth with us and shoot all of our interior shots of the dashboard, the seat trimmings, the alloys, the boot, under the bonnet, things like that, details that you maybe want to highlight about the specific car that you're photographing. Now that it's told us please open the doors and tailgate of the vehicle and press OK. So we don't press OK until you've done that, because it will progress to the next part of the sequence. So we're now going to, as I said, go inside the booth. So again, we use the remote control on the blind to send it up. I tend to send it halfway and walk under. But we're going to head in, we're going to open the doors, the bonnet and the boot, and we're going to take our wheel shots, etc. So now that we've exited the booth, having taken our images, we can pop the camera back on its holder, close the blind down, and press OK. It'll now move on to the second rotation of the turntable. This is going to capture the 360 with the doors open, and then it's going to prompt us to plug this in and take the images off it. So we're going to take the 800D, we're going to turn it on, and we're going to plug the USB cable that comes out of the side of the control panel here into the port on the camera. So we'll pop that back on the shelf there, and we're going to click next, and this will now import the handheld media and prepare the thumbnails. Now I've taken 15 images there, however there's only about 7 that are any good. So what I can do is I can select all if they're all great, or I can go through and I can deselect the bad images, ensuring that only the ones that are left are the good ones. And once we've chosen which ones we want, we can click next, and that's it.